Hey guys, it's Joseph here on Joe Stuff, and today I'm going to be showing you how to generate power in the Galacticraft mod for Minecraft. If you haven't installed Galacticraft yet, then you should be able to see a link up in the corner of the screen to a video I have about how to install it. We'll start things off here with a solar panel, and if we put one down here, this is the basic solar panel. You can see it points straight up immediately like so. And you can see here it's starting to generate power, and if we put a dead battery into it, you can see that battery will start to charge itself, like so. Now, of course, this points straight up, which isn't optimal because the sun is at an angle, as you can see there. So, for a better way, you can get an advanced solar panel like this, which will automatically point at the sun. The battery will charge faster because it is getting the most power from the sun. As you can see, you can collect power out of it using wires as well, with the little port on the side. Solar panels are a bit complicated to make. First of all, you're going to need some blue solar wafers. Not nearly this many, but if you put 3 of them like this, take some glass and some aluminum wire, then you can make single solar modules, like so. And then if you take a bunch of these solar modules, I'll just make a few more here real quick. Then you can use those by putting 3 across the top, 3 across the bottom, and then wires in the middle, aluminum wire, to make a full solar panel. You can then take the solar panel, put it in the top, with some compressed steel on the sides, aluminum wire at the bottom, a steel pole in the middle, and a basic wafer on the bottom to make a basic solar panel like so. Making an advanced solar panel is similar. You still need a full solar panel, along with compressed steel on the sides. But instead of normal aluminum wire, you need heavy aluminum wire, and that will go on the sides like this. And then you need an advanced wafer instead of a basic wafer, and the same steel pole in the middle, and that will give you an advanced solar panel right there. And that is how you make solar panels. The first most basic way of getting power, and the cheapest way, in the beginning of the game, is to have a coal generator, which looks like this. You can open it up, put coal into it, and as you can see, it will start generating power. You can't just directly charge a battery from this, but as you can see, you can put aluminum wire coming out of it to charge other machines. It, of course, will use up quite a bit of coal, and pretty quickly too, but you can see it's generating power inside of here, and I'll show you how to make that in just a second. To make a coal generator, you just need 4 iron ingots, 3 copper ingots, 1 piece of aluminum wire, and 1 furnace. And as you can see right there, you have a coal generator to generate you some easy electricity at the beginning of your game. The next blocks we'll be looking at are storage modules for power. As you can see, we just have the basic energy storage module, and if we right click on it, you can see there's 2 little power symbols. One is for in and one is for out. You can see this particular module can hold a max of 500,000 gigajoules, I believe that means. We can put a battery in right here, and as you can see, it starts to go down. Power starts to go up inside. One battery is nowhere near enough to fill it. It's only 15,000, whereas it can hold 500,000. But then if we put the battery back in, a different battery, you can see it will fill back up again, like so. It also has ports to go in and out to pipe the power around, so you can store power up for later. Similar is the energy storage cluster, which is the same, except it can hold like way more power than the other one can. You can charge it up in the exact same way. It can hold, as you can see, 2.5 million. Those, you can see the little green bar hardly even started yet. We can put another one in there, get it up to 30,000. If we take this infinite creative mode battery, just so we can see how it goes charging up, you can actually see on the front there's a little indicator. This is also true for the other kind. This is also true for the smaller kind, that we can charge that up, although as you can see they're actually charging each other. If I take the battery out, you can see it's still charging because it's actually connecting to each other. But as you can see, they're both filling up with the little cool textures that change on the front, so you can see how much energy is inside. This one's almost filled up. Yep, just about filled, although I think this one's sucking away some of the power. Yep, there we go, 2.5 million, and that's pretty much as simple as those, how they work. Another cool thing are the energy beams that you can actually use to connect things like you can with wires. If you take an aluminum wire, of course, you can connect things together, and then if you open it up, as you can see, it'll start to drain power out of that one because there was some power in there, and fill it up in here. You can also, of course, connect machines together using wires, obviously. But another cool thing is the energy beams. So all you have to do is put an energy beam reflector on each one of your machines, and as you can see, a beam forms in between. The little color will show what type of like input or output. So green is going to be input, red is going to be output. So if I put power in here, you can see this will start filling up, but this one will also start filling up because it's beaming the power across. So now if I pull this battery out, you can see it's going down in here. See the little bar going down there, and that's gone, and this one now has gotten all the power out of there. It works the same way as wires, but you just can't like step on it and stuff, and it won't get in the way. You can also use the energy beam reflectors. You can see if I take those off and just put an energy beam reflector in the middle, I'll put one here. You can see that connects. You put one here, then it also connects. That's not necessary when it's short like this, but you can use this to sort of extend the beam if it's a long ways away. So you can sort of like make kind of like power lines going a long ways away. As you can see here, I've got a whole little string of them going. So those are pretty cool, and they glow in the dark basically, but it's a pretty cool feature to have. So to make a beam receiver, you can put a beam core in the middle of a crafting table and then compress titanium around it like this, and as you can see, that makes an energy beam receiver. And then to make a energy beam reflector, you can take compressed titanium and put it like this, with a beam core on top and a lever on the side, not 32 beam cores, just one, and then that makes an energy beam reflector. So of course you're probably wondering how to make a beam core now, and the way you do that is by putting one piece of redstone at the corners of the crafting table, one compressed iron in the middle, like around the edges, and then one glass pane in the very center, and that will give you a beam core right there. So for this last one here, I've had to go all the way to Venus to show you this, because that's where this is useful, and that's called the geothermal generator. Basically, you can place that on top of one of these spouts that you find there. If you open it up, you can see it's collecting energy from the spout, and that's basically how simple that is. It generates it at an oscillating rate, so as you can see, it's kind of low right now, but it kind of goes up and down in how much energy it's generating. But these little particles puff out of the top of it like that, and that's about as simple as that machine is. So that just about wraps up all of the energy related blocks in Galacticraft. I hope you found this useful, and I'll see you next time on Joe Stuff.